It's healing time, gotta use a potion. Yeah, yeah. Jay, don't you mean Leon? You are valid. Frankly, I've never played FF8, so I have no qualms with acknowledging him as his preferred Kingdom Hearts name, but you know, go off. Squalms. It is true. I have no squalms. I touched on this a little bit earlier, Justin. Honestly, I'm kind of lukewarm on KH3. Compared to 1 and especially 2, it was good. You know, it was fine. I'm glad they finally came out with it. My main problem, I guess, with it is that combat just didn't really feel as engaging as it did in 1 and 2. And it's hard for me to really put my finger on why. But I don't know. I feel like maybe it was just too hand-holdy in a sense. Like, you know, with all of the... And I'm gonna sound stupid for this, I feel like. But like all of like the attraction modes and stuff. I don't know. Like the little ride powers and stuff. It's way too overpowered. And I recognize that I could have just chosen not to use them. And in retrospect, maybe I should have. So maybe that's on me. I don't know. 20 hours of that game are the most bloated thing in the world, and Disney attractions are fucking garbage for pacing and combat. Yeah, no, I think they're really big flow breakers, I think. I would agree. No, I think that really was my biggest problem with the combat. And, again, really probably nobody's fault but my own. In the sense that I could have just not used them. So, maybe I'm not really giving it a fair shake. The last 3 hours were good. To my recollection, at least. And I did enjoy, Remind, from what I recall. Honestly, it's been a little while since I picked up any of this. But, you know, it was a good time. It was fine. You know, I mean, overall out of the series, I still gotta give 2 my favorite, my top spot, which is unfortunate, I think. Because 3 was just, it was stuck in development hell for so long. But, you know, it didn't hit that sweet spot for me. It's kind of what I worry will happen with, like, Half-Life 3. Which, I have renewed faith that maybe they'll actually come out with it, since they did Half-Life Alyx, means the IP is still alive. There's something there. I mean, I'm not, like, holding my breath or anything. But, because, I mean, Half-Life's not necessarily my favorite franchise or anything. But I mean, it would be cool to see, I think. I don't know. Who knows, truly. Can Valve count to 3? We will see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I agree, honestly. Because, I mean, well, that said, I don't really know enough about the universe to say much on it. But I will say they left a fucking massive cliffhanger at the end of Half-Life 2 Episode 2 that I think would be a little foolish to, you know, not follow through with. You know? The fucking ship out in the Arctic or something that they had some big reading on that was super important for some reason. I don't remember a lot of the details because, again, it's been literal years since I played this, but they had something going on. I would honestly, I would hate to see them leave it at such a cliffhanger like that. That kind of thing bothers me, really. I don't know. But that said, it's not something I've really thought about all that much over the years, so take it or leave it. If it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be heartbroken, because frankly, up until Alex came out, I considered it a lost cause, really. So. And no, Jake, you're spot on there, which is kind of what I was getting at with saying, like, I worry that the same thing with 3 will happen as with Kingdom Hearts 3, that there will be so much hype and anticipation built up that it can't possibly live up to. And I think, you know, the developers of the series have spoken on that previously, of how, like, the more this time goes by, the more the pressure builds, and it's just going to be a disappointment to people no matter what. I don't know. It's a tough thing, you know? Like, capitalism's a bitch. We'll put it that way. 'Cause, like, if it weren't up to market forces, if it were just these designers just wanting to make good fucking games without the pressure of needing to pump out the next big bestseller, they could have just continued with Half-Life and kept the story going, just bam, bam, bam. But they had to focus on my understanding is they had to focus on other projects and shit. Their attentions got pulled away and kept getting pulled away, and they couldn't bring it back in. And so we end up in this situation. Capitalism is a fucking killer to artistic works, I think. And it's a shame. It's a damn shame. It's a fucking miracle, honestly, that we got Final Fantasy VII Remake at this point, and it's as good as it is from what I've seen. And even in the state that it's, and even then we've got concessions because the state that it's in, it's gonna come out in this like episodic format that bends to market forces so they can milk as much money out of it as possible. I'm still probably gonna get all of it because, you know, I'm a slut for games like that. But I don't know, it's just, there's so much frustrating, you know? This communist rant brought to you by Tony Enterprises. Yeah, no, $60 per episode. That's what I'm hearing. I mean, that said, each $60 chunk, from what I understand, is supposed to be like full game length on its own. So I mean, it works in a sense. I don't think that each segment necessarily will be the same length as like base Final Fantasy VII. I don't think that would work that way, but it's about it's about the quality of the content, really, not just the quantity. I forget which video essayist I listened to recently, but you know, whichever one it was, they made a really good point in a video that I saw. Actually, I think I know who it was, and I can't put my finger on the name offhand. Let me look through my subscriptions real quick. But what I'm getting at is they had made a good point about that, like, you shouldn't judge games based on amount of content ratioed against the cost of the game. That's it's a foolish kind of thing to make if that's your only comparison point. Reason being, you know, it's important to also consider the quality of the content that you're getting. If you get, like, if you get, you know, like, let's pick on Skyrim. You've got potentially thousands of hours of content in Skyrim. Is it all good? Is it all worth that time? Maybe to some people. To me, I don't know, man. I've never completed the story mode of Skyrim. I'll be honest with you guys. I get invested in it for a little while, but it really drops off in interest for me after a bit. I don't know. But something like Celeste or Transistor, you know, short and sweet games that have fucking great storylines, great gameplay, just fucking slammers the whole time through. I love it. Worth every cent. I don't know, man. My thoughts are scattered and complicated on this, but right, I was trying to find the name of that YouTuber. I'm in the C's. I have too many channels that I'm subscribed to, frankly, and I need to fix that one of these days. That day will not be today. If I can't find the name within the next, like, few seconds, I'll give up on that for now. But fuck. Fuck it. If the name comes to mind, I'll let you guys know. But anyway, that was the point.